stay at home during this pandemic.
A global vaccination program without a vaccine that hasn't been fully developed yet.
You get the overwhelming majority of the country vaccinated.
mRNA vaccines took the spotlight as one of the leading candidates for a COVID vaccine.
Today we're meeting with the pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies.
How can we make it faster?
We were able to go so fast because we are working for many years with the NIH, and we had worked with Dr. Sparcy's team.
The former CDC director, Robert Redfield, was surprised by the strong preference for mRNA vaccines over traditional proven technologies.
Debbie Birx and I were on the board, and we voted for the protein vaccines to be included. Birx and I felt this is, 50-year technology. Let's go with it. And part of the reason we didn't win is everyone didn't think it was sexy enough. All right, the mRNA was new, it was sexy. There was a pretty heavy bias by other people in the room.
It's fascinating that on the mRNA technologies, Moderna had never safely brought a product to market ever before.
But that same company has never brought an approved vaccine to market.
It's never produced a commercial product before.
Drew Griffin explains why so many people are pinning their hopes on this unproven technology.
So why in the world were we allowing companies with no experience in the vaccine realms to produce a product to be used around the world? Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer, admitted, he said, he went to a scientist and said, why are we using mRNA technology? We've only been researching this for 2.5 years. And they just turned around and said to him, it's because it's what we're doing.
He came and suggested to me mRNA, and it was very counterintuitive, the decision. I told him, are you sure? If you do that, this is not going to be only the first COVID vaccine, that will be the first vaccine ever. And they felt strongly about it. And I had to place my trust on them, and I did.
But was it too much of a leap to go from no approved mRNA vaccines to deploying them to billions? The COVID vaccine trials were critical for evaluating mRNA technology's potential concerns about toxicity and biodistribution.
How do we know if these vaccines are working?
It takes about a decade, about 10 years, and well over $1 billion to bring a vaccine to market. But the decision was made that there was not sufficient time. What was done was to run very limited clinical trials of very short-term duration.
There needs to be some compromise in some of the safety measures that would normally be expected.
They overlapped the studies and were allowed to submit earlier research data. Before the pandemic, the FDA sometimes treated mRNA vaccines as gene therapy products, but now they are recognized as genetic vaccines. Critics argue that by treating these vaccines as traditional vaccines rather than genetic vaccine platforms, regulators may have bypassed certain safety checks.
There was a strong effort to deny that this was gene therapy technology, because if it was acknowledged that it was gene therapy technology used for vaccination purposes, then a whole different set of regulatory tests would have had to been performed.
Regulatory agencies and public health experts declare that mRNA vaccines underwent rigorous safety and efficacy evaluations both before and after approval, with no critical steps bypassed. They emphasize that these vaccines have saved millions of lives with minimal harm. And ongoing safety monitoring shows no significant risks.
This vaccine, the mRNA vaccines, probably saved about 3 million lives.
The former CDC director is skeptical about mRNA technology's future in vaccines, but sees promise in therapeutics, including for rare diseases.
The mRNA technology will not be used in vaccines. Okay, let's fast forward 3 years. But I do think the mRNA technology will be used in therapeutics.
After spending a lot of time and money on treatments, Toby and her husband face financial ruin.
My injury has cost us over $70,000, and I don't even know if I can fully heal, or, it's definitely put me in the right direction, but it's landed us in financial ruins, and to where our credit's been ruined. We had to take out major loans, and now we're filing for bankruptcy. So it's completely devastated us.
If you have an adverse event, or your child has an adverse event, you are on your own. From a compensation standpoint, you're literally hosed. The regulatory agencies and the pharma companies are completely immune to prosecution. So we can't sue them and try to get financial recourse after our injuries. And it's wrong. It's evil. These people are abandoned. Many people are devastated from the standpoint of their finances, they're physically devastated, and they're often emotionally devastated.
Paul Merrick and his team at the Independent Medical Alliance are tirelessly researching and developing treatment protocols for long-term COVID and COVID vaccine injuries.
Clearly, there are people out there suffering, and they're often desperate. The focus of this conference is on spike-related disease, which is mainly, vaccine injured. And the people here are really, their mission is to help those that are less fortunate and those that have suffered.
All right, spike protein. Obviously, the conference is around spike protein.
I also want to thank Brad Dressen, who's my co-chair of RAC 19. This is a time when we all can share our individual experiences with regards to COVID and those injured by the COVID shots, and be able to collaborate and try to hopefully move forward to develop better diagnostics and treatments.
It's really hard to understand this unless you're living it. This experience has been the most isolating experience of my life. So I can't wait to be around my fellow vaxxed injured. But also the doctors at the frontline COVID critical care, because they have been tremendous. Dr. Merrick has been an angel within the community.
The team we have are truly outstanding people who absolutely committed to what we're doing. It's like a family, these are my family. I think our goal is to educate, to empower people.
Are you going to succeed in this goal?
Of course. I mean, there's absolutely no way we can fail. I think, we've come this far. You can just see the affection and kindness of the people that are here today. This is part of a community, and I hope this community will grow bigger and bigger to the extent that we will be able to persuade other people to see the truth and to see the light, because that's what we stand for.
And the truth should prevail at all costs. And the sacrifices we continue to make to get the truth out there will continue. And so I would encourage people, wake up.
The truth is the most sensational thing that you could ever report. It's always going to be what people want to hear.
We must continue to speak our truth.
We fight evil through love. What we're about at RAC 19 is really spreading love and caring for our fellow human beings. And I really think in the end, that's the story that will defeat the evil that we're up against.
If this film matters to you, please share it and help start the conversation. For official guidance, visit the website of your regulatory agency and consult with your healthcare provider. Communities like React 19 and the Independent Medical Alliance provide connection and support for individuals navigating post-vaccine health challenges.